Hello, everybody. It is the 2018 NHL Draft. It's Friday. This is the Jersey Joe corner. So my final list. This is just what I think, but from what I've been listening in, Rasmus Dahlin and Andrei Svechnikov are going 1 and 2. However, Montreal at 3 is possibly going to take Jesperi Kotkaniemi instead of possibly Philip Zadina. So I have Zadina going down to the Senators, and then I have Arizona taking Quinn Hughes. Detroit gets Brady Tkachuk. That's just my opinion. Oliver Wahlstrom possibly falls to Vancouver, and Noah Dobson goes to Chicago. And then I have Adam Boqvist going to number 9. And then I have 10 Evan Bouchard, who falls back a little bit. Number 11 to the Islanders, you have Joe Veleno and Joel Farabee going 11 to 12. I have Barrett Hayton going to the draft team in Dallas, hosting. And 14, I have Philadelphia getting Bodie Wild. For some reason, I think Philadelphia is going to just take a defenseman. At 15, I have Ty Smith going to Florida. Colorado gets Kalen Addison. After watching all of the U.S. national team tournaments, I have Keandre Miller going to the New Jersey Devils, a two-way player. He can shoot the puck. He can make quick decisions. He's a great defenseman. And I think he reminds me a lot of Dustin Byfuglien, but from a left-handed side. So he's going to go to college. Number 18, Dominic Bach. And then I have Vitaly Kravtsov going to the Philadelphia Flyers, because usually Flyers like to find some good skaters, and sometimes they have a good bit with Central and Eastern Europeans and Russians. For some reason, I have LA getting Gregory Denisenko, possibly because they might get Kovalchuk. At 21, I have Akil Thomas going to San Jose. He's a bit of a wild card. Rasmus Kupari, I have going to Ottawa, in case Ottawa doesn't flip the pick. I have at 23, I have Alexander Alexeyev going to Anaheim at 23. 24, I have Isaac Lundestrom, who possibly going to be a third line winger, center, and he's going to possibly end up with Minnesota. 25, I have Rasmus Sandin. Toronto probably gets him as a steal. 26, the Rangers get Voorhees, New Jersey native Matthias Samuelsson. He's a bit of a physical player, but he did a great job with the U.S. national team. For some reason, I ranked Matthias Samuelsson a little further back, but I also have Martin Kaut falling back to 27, because according to some hockey scouts saying he had the green light from his doctors in Czech Republic to go to the combine, but one of the guys said, well, they see it as a kind of a red flag. So I think that might hurt his stock a little bit more than usual. There's going to be at least one player that drops significant. So I think that occurs in one of these players, if not Martin Kaut, who could be a great steal for a team like Chicago. Jacob Olofsson, he could probably go to the Rangers. Rangers have great reputation with Swedish players. I find him to be a little bit more dynamic for someone like who used to be a Jacob Josephson, but better, much better. I have Marchenko going 29 to St. Louis. St. Louis usually does good with Russians, and he looked pretty good in the junior tournaments in the U20s. Number 30, I have Michael McLeod's little brother, Ryan, going to Detroit. I feel that Ray Shero allows Ken Holland to get Ryan because, you know, Devils probably going to take defensemen, but you never know if Detroit decides to trade the pick because they have so many, and plus they have they're still strained a little bit with cap space, even though with the salary cap going up. 31, I have the Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals getting Halifax Moosehead, Jared McIsaac as the last pick in the first round. I think it would be wise of them to add someone who would be a good prototypical defenseman, and he's a really great player that played for Team Canada. So I think the Caps know what they're doing. For me, this is going to be an interesting draft. There's probably going to be a lot of volatility and a lot of movement in this NHL draft versus last year. There could be some surprises on the trade floor, but what I probably read to you off my mock draft could change drastically on the draft floor. So for those of you who are enjoying this channel, please press the like button and hit subscribe, and we love to hockey.